Hello everyone, my name is Lena Wu. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the role of attitude in success. Well, this is a really special lesson that is super important in learning about emotions and feelings like that. Well, attitude is also one part of it, and it has a really big role in success of a person. So, as I've just said, the role of success is super important. Like we need to repeat the word important for like 1,000 times because it's not just the talent and skills and knowledge that helps you to achieve success, but it's also the attitude when you're doing it, if you're enjoying it or not, if you are doing it in a positive manner or a negative manner, if you're doing it by your heart or if you're doing it by someone's force. It is all a part of the attitude that you're earning for. And this attitude is going to control the way on how you act into different situations in your path of success. Everyone knows, I think everyone do. Everyone has a different definition of success. Success to one person could be just having a nice family and being able to keep their happiness. Success to another person could be making enough money so that they could raise themselves and be independent on money. Success to someone else could be being famous and having a wide connection to people. And how do we achieve it? By not just our skills, knowledge, and talent, but also of our attitude that we're doing it. So research have actually shown that people with a positive mindset will be more likely to balance back and bounce back from failure. So they would have a higher chance to be able to be a resilient people who's likely to adapt into failures and take failures as a foundation for success. But while on that, people with a negative mindset would take that failure and put it on their shoulders as burden and as a stress, and they won't think correctly or won't think of themselves greatly when they when they submit a failure or when they don't achieve their wantings and their goals. So that is one thing that it really does show how mindset and attitude would affect our both physically and mentally self, because it will affect a lot. Imagine if someone who has more resilient and who's more positive in learning and is not scared of failure to someone who always took failure as a burden upon their shoulders. Who do you think will be more able to adapt and to live comfortably with this failure? Probably a person with a positive attitude, right? So because of that, we would have two mindsets, which is fixed into growth mindset and fixed mindset. And also we have one in the middle here, which is like a neutralized mindset. So let's talk about each of them. First is growth mindset. Growth mindset is the mindset where the person that have a growth mindset will usually be way much more positive. They would think of failures as a foundation for them to reach success and believe that success is earned by hard working and not just because of talents and things like that. They will always find positive ways in some of the worst situations. And fixed mindset is a mindset where they're scared to learn, where they're scared to face challenges, where they don't have the attitude and they don't have the feelings and wantings of touching a new thing that is not in their fields. They are scared to do new things. They're scared to face challenges. And that is a fixed mindset. And they usually took their failures as a burden upon themselves and stress them even furthermore. So those are the two types. Well, try to look at yourself. Who are you? More of growth or more fixed or just in the middle? All of us, when we're talking about it, all of us know that growth mindset is way much more better than fixed mindset, right? Me too. But in some situations, it's really hard to be able to control your mindset. In situations, especially in situations where you're failing a lot and when you're facing so much difficulties in your life, probably there'd be for once time that you would think of bad things and having a way more fixed mindset. But one thing here is that you should know how to change from your fixed mindset to your growth mindset. Maybe when you achieve failure, you could be sad. But after thinking thoroughly about it, you may think back. Okay, this time I failed. But does the failure affect my whole future? Is it the only way to success that I would need to achieve? So you guys would need to adapt into the growth mindset. Everyone will have a fixed mindset sometimes because of different difficulties in life. But the importance here is that you know how to apply a growth mindset into your mind and being able to pull that out when you actually need it and when you actually need motivation. So what do all of this imply into success? As I've said, people have different definitions of success. But it is all of the time where you actually achieve the biggest goal in your life, and when you actually do achieve something that makes you happy and makes you fulfilled is the time that you're a success, right? Well, it is when you face attitude. The path to success could be really hard. To some people, the route could be really easy. It could maybe be just a straight line. But to some people, the route to success could be really hard. It could be rocky, it could be edgy, it could be super hard to walk on. But still, you have the attitude. You have the attitude that, okay, if I try hard, I'll probably reach it one day, soon or late. Or maybe you have the attitude of a growth mindset, which you aren't scared to learn new things. You aren't scared of failures. You aren't scared that you would face difficulties in your life. And that is when you got the attitude to face the path. Just as if we are climbing a mountain, no matter how hard it is, if we are determined to get up there and if we really want it and we want to, and we don't give up, we have a growth mindset, and it will be way much more easier than having a fixed mindset, standing in the bottom of the mountain, saying, oh, this mountain is so high, I could never climb up on it. The correct mindset should be, wow, this mountain is so great. I really want to go up on there. And you don't give up. You may think bad things, but your actions don't prove that you give up. And that is the role of attitude in success. So thank you so much for listening to my video today, and bye. See you in the next video.